What are you doing, Tina?
What are you doing, Jenny?
We are two women living our best lives in the Black Hills of South Dakota, sharing our stories, laughs, and projects happening in the garage.
Whether you're looking for a bit of joy, a spark of creativity, or just a comforting voice, you can find it here. Unicorn!
Welcome to the
Hello.
Unicorn Project.
Yes.
How are we, ladies?
We are good. Are we good?
Yeah, we are.
What are you doing over there?
I'm a little distracted. I'm responding to somebody on TikTok about a comment. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
do
Should we
you care
get
to
back
share? Do you care to share with the rest of the class?
No.
Okay. All right.
All right, good to know. Today, what are we going to talk about? The season of depression,
Season.
of loneliness.
It can be a season of loneliness for sure.
Yeah, and you don't have to be alone.
No.
I mean,
No.
in so many words, like you can be in a crowd and still feel lonely.
absolutely.
And I think, going into the holiday season, it's supposed to be, there's all this expectation of joy and holiday cheer and celebration and all of these other things that we attach to it, like big gatherings and all of that jazz. And a lot of times people aren't there. They're not in that space. And I want to talk about that today because Thanksgiving is right around the corner, followed by Christmas. And I want to hold space today for people who maybe aren't feeling in the swing of things with holiday cheer and might be grieving or might be going through health issues or there's empty seats at your holiday table this year that weren't there last year.
Right.
And I want to talk through that and maybe give people a few ideas about how to survive the holiday season if that's what you're doing, instead of jumping into the joy.
Right.
I think one of the things you are always really good about saying and reminding the people around you is that mental health is health. And mental health includes your emotional health and being able to set good boundaries for yourself and find a quiet respite or ask for support during these really next kind of 8 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is through the new year. It's critical that you find your voice to be able to do that. And it's okay to say no to something and that be a complete sentence, but it's also okay to be messy and to not be okay and to raise your hand and say all of those things. I'm not okay. I need help, or I'm having a hard time, or I don't have it today.
Right. And I think there is, a certain, I've struggled with it, with feeling, I don't know, like loneliness, a sense of loneliness during the holidays where I'm watching all of these performative things that people do to celebrate, Christmas and Thanksgiving and these big gatherings. And sometimes it feels like the experience that I'm having isn't good enough compared to what is in the media or on social media. And loneliness can be part of the holidays. I think it is a time for us to reflect, especially on holidays that we've had in the past and people we might be missing now, or maybe relationships that have changed that aren't the same as they once were as we've, gone on our life journey. And I just want to read something real quick, that loneliness is not a flaw. It's a human experience asking for gentleness.
Ooh. That's good.
Isn't that good?
Say that again.
Loneliness is not a flaw. It's a human experience asking for gentleness. Yeah. So, ways we can be gentle with ourselves and gentle with one another through the holidays. I think it's important to talk about.
Yeah, I think, so much of the holiday season is about like this projection of boisterous attitude and energy. It's caroling, it's parties, it's reconnecting with family who's been out of town, friends that have come into town. It's this high energy thing. And when I hear that sentence that you just read, it makes me feel like we don't often take the time for softness, for the quiet moments. This is a good topic. This is a good topic because it is so important to find that rhythm, to find your own place amongst the chaos, to not lose yourself in all of the expectation of what this season is.
Yeah, and I think there's like other stressors that contribute to that. The days are getting shorter, it's darker. People who struggle seasonally with some depression, like I am one of them. I struggle seasonally. It can be a hard time to feel joy and to find joy when, if you're like me, all you want to do is go to bed at 6 p.m. right now.
Right.
That's what I want to do.
Right.
It just, this time change, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but it messes with me
It's
so
really hard
bad.
for you. Every year it's hard. It's
so
hard for
hard.
you.
During the holidays, I feel other people, and I want to make sure that they feel included and loved, and that pulls me down a lot because
Tell me more about that.
I don't want people to feel sad during the holidays or feel left out. And so I'm constantly feeling sorry for people. I just want to invite everybody over and just...
You want to mom them all.
I do, yeah.
But who's momming you?
My mom.
Okay. you do, like, that's a legit question. This will be our first Christmas together with you. We didn't know each other last
My
Christmas.
family's great during the holidays.
So, because I know that Michael will be out of town.
Yes.
And that in and of itself has got to be not only a point of sadness for you, but it's also a point of stress for you.
Exhaustion.
Right.
Energetically. Because I feel like I have to take care of everybody without him here. And I'm just like constantly dishing it out and giving all this love. But then the person that gives me the love isn't here.
Yeah.
What maybe you have or have not been through this before or thought about this. I don't know the answer to that. I would like to know the answer to that first. And then secondarily, what are some things when you're in a situation like that, when you do feel like it's more output than input to refill your cup, what are things that do fill your cup?
He does.
Okay.
Just his arms around me fill my cup.
Sure.
Yeah.
But in the absence of him, as two people that care about you and love you and want to be here for you during that period of absence, how can we best support you?
I don't know. I wish I had the answer for that.
It's
Fair.
an interesting juxtaposition that you have in your situation because Michael works out of town a lot. And it's like this juxtaposition that you have between being so in love and then all of this loss that goes along with it.
Yeah.
Like every time he leaves, it's just so sad for you.
Yeah, just like Halloween. I was passing out candy and stuff like that. And it would have been so much more fun if he was there.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to enjoy it.
And I think what you're describing is what so many people experience during the holidays with that. I mean, because loss is loss. It doesn't matter
Right.
what kind of package it comes in or how it's wrapped up or whatever. Loss is loss, and it's the absence of missing someone.
Yeah.
And I just want people out there to know that we see you in those moments of feeling loss and feeling absence of a person who is missing from your table. And I want to talk through a little bit about reframing some of the celebrations or an idea of what a celebration is for the holiday, because it doesn't have to be like a big full table. I mean, maybe redefining some of the magic of the holidays could be spending time with your dog. It could be taking a walk at dusk. It could be writing letters you're never going to send, maybe to the person that you're missing, or getting out of yourself and doing something for somebody else who's less fortunate, or going to serve a meal at your local mission on Thanksgiving Day. To me, those are also ways to celebrate the holidays that can be just as, if not more, meaningful than the big celebration of the full Thanksgiving table and a house full of people.
I think one of my favorite memories, two actually, are the first one that always comes to mind is, Christmas at my grandmother's. We would go up Christmas Eve and then also be there Christmas morning. And there was my mom is one of 7, so there were always a lot of people around the house, and you're playing with cousins, and you're, having a great time with aunts and uncles, and there's the joy of in numbers, right? And then the second part of that is more recently as an adult, prior to meeting Jenny, one of my favorite Christmas memories was when Shelby and Jackson were little, and I had Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
And I lived over off the boulevard, and we only had Christmas lights on in the house, so the mantles and the trees and whatnot. And I had taken a couple of strings of lights around the bed. And the kids came over, Shelby and Jackson came over and had a sleepover. We had a slumber party, just the 3 of us, and watched movies in my bedroom and just piled on the bed with pillows and blankets. And to me, when I hear you talk about the holidays being, it can be a simple thing. It doesn't have to be this grandiose 7-course meal and parties and gifts. And to me, it's the simple things. It's the simplicity of, maybe for you, Amy, with Michael gone, maybe it's us coming over for a slumber party with, hot chocolate and popcorn and watching a movie. Or
Can it be The Holiday?
Yes, I love that. I love that movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
So good.
But it's such a challenging time for people because there's no one thing that gets everyone through it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's no secret, there's no magic, there's no one solve for all.
Right.
And that saddens me that people feel like they're carrying this thing alone.
And I think there's all this pressure too, if I think about parenting, about being a mom. And well, financially, let's just talk about the money of Christmas. Like that can be very stressful for people. And I think I'm really proud of us for not buying into the commercialism of Christmas.
Yeah, we don't.
We really don't.
Good
and
for you.
we try to like give our kids an experience, whether that's like a trip or a concert or something we do together as a family, rather than a whole bunch of stuff, to open on Christmas morning. Because to me, I think Christmas is about appreciating the people that you have in your circle surrounding you, and maybe using the gift of Christmas to just be together, I mean, there's so little that matters at the end of the day, like really when you strip it all down, it's who we have in our lives, the relationships we have, the experiences we share with one another, the common ground.
As a 52-year-old human being, I can't think of, in this moment, I can't think of a Christmas as a kid where I wished that I would have gotten something and didn't get it, so I was upset. But I can think of all of these tiny little memories of one year, my Uncle Philip lives up in Spearfish. He was a logger, and he grabbed one of his flatbed trailers and hay bales and put hay bales around the perimeter. And then we had like a speaker in the back of the truck playing Christmas music.
How fun.
And we all piled onto the trailer with vats of, thermoses of hot chocolate and adult type hot chocolate, and drove around the town in little neighborhoods playing Christmas music, and we're singing. And then we all went to Pizza Hut for the pizza buffet.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds great.
I remember that. And I was probably in high school or maybe even older. But I remember that. I remember, the sled riding and snowball fights at my grandma's, and running around the house and playing pool with Clint and hide and seek with all the other kids in my grandma's basement, and eating, the water softener salt. You would see how many pieces you could hold in your mouth,
my
and
God. Are you
who
serious?
could do it the longest, how many pieces. Yeah.
Oh
my gosh.
God.
We were so dumb. No wonder I'm
What
short.
did that do to your sodium levels? Good gravy.
It's
Sorry,
that kind
the
of
kids,
stuff.
The kids can't play today. They have high blood pressure.
right. Going night skiing up at Deer Mountain.
Oh,
And,
fun.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like sled riding and snowmobiling, and
Yeah.
I remember those things. I don't ever remember. And I'm sure I did. Kids are kids, and when you're that age, it's you got 7 presents and I only got 6, and it's
know.
that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. But
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm telling you, as an adult, you're not going to remember those things.
Right.
So find the things that you can tie to a memory, that you
Yeah.
can do for someone else or do for yourself, that you wouldn't take the time to do normally.
What about the people that don't have the family to make those memories?
Good question. Good
Yeah.
point.
Those are the people I worry about.
Yeah. What would be your advice for them?
Come over to my house.
I know. You just want to mom everybody. You just want to give the world a hug, and I love it.
Well, another thing about, I think, loneliness is that it's not just a feeling. It's also data. Loneliness is data about what we're missing in our lives. And so if you look at loneliness that way, as information rather than this overwhelming feeling, it may lead you to ask a question of yourself like, what exactly is it that I'm missing? What is the thing that is going to fill my heart this holiday season? And, for some people, honestly, just get through it. Like sometimes that's the answer. Like there have definitely been years where I'm like, please God, let it be January 1st tomorrow, where I'm just,
I know.
I'm just sort of anti and just getting through it, you know? And that's okay too. Like sometimes we knuckle things out, we gut it
Yeah.
out, and we just get through the holidays, especially for people who have experienced a loss and this is their first holiday after a major grief in their life or a major upheaval. And that doesn't just mean losing a person. It could mean losing your job. It could mean moving far away from family, even if it was for a good reason. You know, I think gentleness is the soup of the day when it comes to dealing with the holidays. And also, you know, if you have a faith connection, I think that is a beautiful way to re-engage with the holidays as far as remembering what Christmas is really about and, you know, adding some things in that help you connect with your spiritual life
Yeah.
can be helpful.
And then there's realizing the people that are around all the family. Sometimes they're like, man, I just want to be alone.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
people that are alone, they want what you have.
Yeah.
So remember that too. You could be lucky that you don't have a family to go visit.
You could. Or where there's some families where every holiday turns into a drunken brawl.
Yes.
You know, where
Yeah.
you don't have healthy family systems and you're like, oh man, we're getting together, but I know it's going to be a shit show at the end.
Yeah. How do
You
I
know?
protect
And
my
see,
own
I've always
sanity?
wanted that because my
Yeah.
family doesn't have the drama.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wish they would just do it.
Yeah.
So I'd have something to talk about.
Something to talk about.
Some entertainment.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
So then there's that. You could be fortunate to have it.
It's so crazy to me that you know there's this great big world out there. No one should feel alone. No one should.
I know.
And I don't know how I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how to solve that. I think the more we talk about it, that's a good start. And if people have ideas, if they've been in that situation themselves, I would love to hear from them on what their advice is, you know, what got them through, what got them to the other side. I would love to hear.
Definitely.
You know, a couple of years, my family skipped Christmas, and we went on a trip to Cancun. We did it a couple of years in a row,
Okay.
and that was the best. We
That's
brought
so
a couple
great.
gifts for the kids, like
Sure.
the little kids,
Yeah.
and we just didn't do it.
Yeah.
But the trip was the gift.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, the resort had a Christmas dinner, and
Sure.
we gave kids presents,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Santa found them.
And then the next day, we were laying by the pool.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah.
That was really great.
And I think, like, I want to talk about a term called micro traditions, where you know we think about like holiday traditions in this grand kind of scale. You know, like my tablescape is perfect and my turkey is beautiful out of the oven and all that stuff. But micro traditions could be, you know, things like baking bread,
Right.
baking cookies, doing a Christmas morning walk with your family.
Yes.
These little bookmark moments that you can, you know, think of 5 things that could be small traditions that you could start for yourself that you can do all on your own or with a friend or family member or everybody or whatever that help you connect with the spirit of the season without draining you, without exhausting
That's a
you.
great idea.
Yeah.
I like it. Go get a massage.
Yeah.
I mean, who says self-care can't be a tradition for you? You know, that is again this mentality of we always have to give. It's a season of giving,
Right.
giving. It's okay to give to yourself. It's okay
Absolutely.
to put yourself
I struggle
first.
with that.
I know,
so
and I
bad.
get it. Like I do too, Amy. I do too. And I love my wife. And one of the things I most admire about her is she will give, but she also sets a healthy boundary of, hey, I need to carve out this amount of time to do this thing for me. And I have so much admiration and respect because that is something that you do through the year. It's not just a a holiday thing. It's like, this brings me joy. This brings me calmness. This brings me whatever. And I'm going to go do this for myself, and I shouldn't feel guilty about it. I shouldn't be punished for it. There should be no negative association to it. And I commend you for doing that.
Well, I don't know if I have a choice, and here's why. I think
Because you're married to me.
Well, that's one reason.
Sorry for your luck.
I'm joking. I think that if I don't put those pennies in the bank for self-care, then there's a chance I might not run. Like, I'm not, my machine is broken a little bit, right? And so I think that for me, self-care is just an investment into the person I want to be tomorrow when I show up to do the important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's like car maintenance in a way.
Right.
And sometimes I have to make myself do it. I have to make myself.
You do.
Because I'm like, I don't want, there's so many other things I could be doing. I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to blah, blah, blah. But I'm a better person for it. And everyone around me is better if I take better care of myself.
What are some things that you can do for yourself that don't cost anything?
Oh, hot bath.
Yes.
You
That was
know,
the
things
first thing I
that
thought of.
feel like luxurious. And, I have a spa night with myself regularly. Like, I get out, I buy a cheap face mask from Walgreens, and I do a bath, and
I love that.
like, I lotion every single part of my body. Like, when's the last time you did that?
Last night.
You do. You
Good
do?
for you,
Yeah, that's
Aim.
good.
Good for you.
But that's something I don't take time to, like, moisturize. So, things that feel, and that's all, those are also like tactical things that feel comforting to your body. So that's one thing. Read a book is another thing. Feels completely sinful and luxurious to sit and read a book for 2 hours. Little things like that. Or cooking something that makes the house smell good all day.
While you do a puzzle.
Yeah, something like that.
I love puzzles.
Easy things.
Do you? Jenny likes puzzle too.
I do.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah. It's kind of fun
Yeah.
to have one out.
Both the kids do it as well.
Yeah.
Henry and Claire both like puzzles too.
Yeah. What about you? What are some things you do?
I don't. I'm not good at self-care. I just am not, to be completely frank. I'm really not.
You're
Is that
really
something
not.
you want to work on?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's...
She's like, man,
Nah,
no,
I mean,
It's not important.
it is for everybody else, just not for me. No, I'm kidding.
terrible.
Totally, I know.
You're being a bad role model.
I know. I'm just not good at it.
She's being truthful.
I'm
though.
being truthful. Like, I'm being honest.
I know.
I'm not good at it. It's not that I don't want to do it. Like, in theory, I understand it. And when I see her do it, I'm so glad that she does it. And number one, I'm proud of her for doing it. But number two, it makes me happy that she has taken the time for herself. Like, that brings me joy. Frankly, I don't know what I would do. That's part of it.
Go buy a drill.
Like, I don't know what it would be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm not a huge, I think of things like, I'm not a big massage person. I do take a bath every day, like every night, and I enjoy that. Like, I don't get my nails done. It's not a thing that matters to me.
I know you like shoes.
I love shoes.
Loves shoes.
Yes.
I do love shoes.
You love shopping.
I'm a good shopper.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm an excellent retail therapy person. Whether it's for me or for somebody else, like
Most of the time.
quite frankly, most of the clothes that Jenny wears, I have picked out.
That's so cute.
Tina is amazing. So can I just tell a story
Yeah.
about you at TJ Maxx?
Yeah.
Okay. As everyone in my life knows, TJ Maxx is probably my favorite place in the whole world. And Tina is amazing to take to TJ Maxx because she does this thing. All I have to do is walk in with the cart, and then Tina goes through all of the racks and like in record breakneck pace and pulls all the things. We go to the fitting room one time because I hate going to the fitting room. We go to the fitting room one time and I try it all on and then we're out of there. Like, and she curates the coolest stuff. She's like a
to
personal
borrow her.
shopper. No, you should.
I'm really good at retail, at apparel. You know, I think all those years in the golf business, working for some of the best, you know, Marnie Montreal and Sandra Sotelo Bartlett, and what now is living in Cincinnati and not in the golf business anymore, but I don't think those things ever leave your repertoire of things to fall back on. And I you know, fashion for me is kind of like interior design for me. Like those things bring me joy. And to look at, somebody made a comment on a post recently, and they were like, I'm new here, but I'm just trying to figure Tina out. Like I can't quite put my finger
Welcome to the
on-
club. You're never going to figure it out.
She's an orchid.
This morning
Right.
she's standing in the kitchen and she's custom making hand soap. Like in,
Yes, foaming hand soap. Have you ever done it?
No.
It's so easy. So I bought these really cool glass foaming hand soap pumps, and it's like, here's the thing: we have been brainwashed on foaming hand soap because you're only getting, it's mostly water. It's like 70% water and 10% soap.
Is it getting your hands clean?
And then it's, yeah, but old soap dispense, like you think of soft
Yeah.
soap, like that's what I grew up with, was
Yeah.
soft soap or
Aquarium
Dial, like
series.
yeah, and that's solid soap, right?
Yeah.
You know, and now we're paying as much or more for scented foaming hand soap, which is pretty much 70 or 80% water. So make your own. Get unscented soap, like the refill of soap, and a container and some essential oil that you like, and it's, you know, put your water in first. Pro tip, put your water in first. Like 70%, and then 10% water, soap, and a couple of drops of the essential oil, and you're good to go.
Yeah. We now have Fraser Fur hand soap.
Yes, for the
Christmas.
holidays. That's right. It's awesome.
So good.
Fraser
So-
fur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from is it Times? How do you say that? Is it, you know, the eucalyptus one?
Times. THYMES.
Yeah.
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 We can link it on our storefront.
But, you know, going back to kind of this whole thing of self-care and retail therapy, and, you know, all that time that I spent learning again from Marnie and Sandra Kinney, and I, you know, watching how they would go about their day and present themselves, and how they would buy for all the properties, and it gave me exposure to something that, you know, this little kid from South Dakota, I didn't have any background in, and it gave me a foundation to have this passion for not just apparel, but design in general, you know, how to put a display together, and that has parlayed into how we decorate our home and what have you. But you talk about, you know, what things I can do for myself for kind of self-care, and that is one of them. Like, I love the process of decorating our house for Christmas.
It's really fun. And I also think that, you know, we do a lot of like white lights, warm white lights and garland, and, you know, our tree and
Yeah.
all of like the surfaces have garland with lights. And I actually think it helps with my seasonal depression.
Yeah. It's just,
Twinkle lights are a good remedy.
they are.
They're like a nice mood lifter.
It's a nice little way to start the day with just those things on. It's very calming, you know, on the weekends to have just holiday jazz music, whatever, instrumental music in the background, and ease into your morning, and then do the same thing at night. You're kind of easing into the end of your day.
Wow, I can almost feel it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, we talk about at the beginning of the podcast, you know, this feeling of loneliness and how do I connect, and some of those things. Even when I lived alone as an adult before I met you and the kids, I would do holiday decor in this way, and it's always my favorite way to spend time at home is just with those lights on.
It's really cool. The other thing is, I think sometimes the best gift you can give people during the holidays is just the gift of your presence, you know, without pressure or expectation of, you know, it being a loaded kind of exchange or engagement. And so, you know, I got to tell you, one of the coolest things, one of the coolest Christmases is when we decided to hand make a gift for one another. So we had to make it. It couldn't cost above $20, like none of the supplies or anything like that. And it was so fun. Like, we got poems and letters and little, you know, origami. It was just a really fun little gift exchange, and it meant a lot.
Wow, that
know?
would be really interesting.
Yeah.
See what my family would come up with.
You know, in my, I spent 2 hours here in town this last weekend by myself at the antique shops downtown, like at the vintage store.
I couldn't get out of bed.
And one of the things I came across was this old book. Like, you know, the binding is falling apart and the pages are stained, but the book is called 1,000 Beautiful Things, and it's a collection that this woman put together back in probably the 40s, 50s of poems, short stories, quotes that are so well curated that I immediately bought the book. It was $6. And I was curious when I got home, and you can find them all over eBay and Etsy or, you know, any of those places. But you talk about things like that and all of these little moments of joy and curating gifts that are not commercialized. I would highly recommend going to find something like that. Like, go to a vintage shop, go to an antique store and look for, you know, an old book or something that somebody collects. Like, I know it sounds silly, but salt and pepper shaker or, you know, candle holders that they're going to reuse every Christmas. And when they put those, you know, candlesticks or, you know, like a hurricane lamp or whatever out as part of their holiday decor, they immediately think of you, and vice versa. So
An antique shop Christmas theme.
Yeah.
I like it. What a great idea.
So I don't know. My 2 cents for the holidays. It's okay to spend some time with yourself.
Yeah, and making peace with that.
And-
like making peace with where you are right now
Yep.
in this in this holiday season,
Yeah.
in this season of your life, in this moment.
You know, and that brings up another topic that with today's economy, the pressure to spend all this money on
Yeah.
all these gifts.
Yeah.
Going to a vintage shop and like I picked up an entire set of Britannica encyclopedias that were the perfect color that I was looking for to just help decorate around the house year round, frankly. And it has created so much conversation on our social media channels. Like one
Yes.
follower, her grandfather was an editor for Encyclopedia Britannica. Another follower's aunt or mother or grandmother was a door-to-door salesperson and was the highest producer, like the best salesperson in her region. And all of these conversations.
Another lady was like a secretary for Encyclopedia Britannica and is still, she's 90 years old now and is still so proud. Mm-hmm. And the follower that said about their grandpa being an editor, she said, and every time I heard that he was an editor, I knew he was the smartest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
That is sweet.
But something like that, like, I paid $24.50 for 27 books.
It's crazy.
Go do your shopping there. Find an old picture frame.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that there's something to be said for letting something old have a new story and it becoming a new tradition.
Yeah. And I think, there's rituals too that, the holidays are all about rituals. But maybe the ritual could be, I got one. Tonight, what if we all lit a candle in honor of every version of ourselves that has led us to this point, in honor of our journey and everything and everybody that's contributed to bringing us to this place.
Yeah. A candle of gratitude and that we're here, that I made it to this point. And oh my gosh, I have no idea what tomorrow is going to bring, but I'm so excited to find out.
Yeah. I like it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
honor yourself.
It's okay not to be okay during the holidays, and it's okay to be whatever version of yourself you got here with.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you are feeling the weight of that, of loneliness or grief, pick up the phone, go outside, ask for help. And if you don't have friends or family to shepherd you through that, call us and leave us a message. Send us a voicemail. Send us an email. We'll be your huckleberry.
Exactly. I like it.
Yeah.
I feel armed.
And you
feel
can come
better.
over to my house.
And if not, Amy will feed you.
And if not, Amy will feed you. That's right.
That's right.
So how can people get in touch with you?
Yes. So call and leave us a voicemail at 844-605-LIFE, which is 844-605-5433. Or you can send an email to info@theunicornprojects.com.
Nice. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. Those should be in the other order, but that's not how I say it. And I'm okay with it. So you're seen, you matter. We appreciate you, and thanks for following along.
All right.
Unicorn. Thank you for tuning in to the Unicorn Projects, hosted by Amy Rose with Jenny and Tina. Music by Caroline Kilty. Produced by Russ Haddon. Engineered by Chris Jaquez. It's the Unicorn Projects on the Home Slice Audio Network.